Hi guys, how are you today? I'm so happy to be back filming another video. It's been so long. I miss you guys. So before we get into this video, I want to say hello, welcome, I'm back. I don't want to say I'm back because I can't promise a consistent schedule, because if you didn't know, I had a baby. I gave birth to my first baby. I love him so much. He is like the light of my life, my pride and joy. But let me tell you, new mommy life is very hard. You don't have as much free time as you used to have. Okay, things are just not the same anymore. But I miss my YouTube family. I miss filming videos. I did a whole vlog for you guys and I had an issue with the footage and I couldn't upload it. So that didn't happen. But I was like, you know what? Let me get back into doing what I love. I miss talking about makeup. I miss our community and the connection that we had together and talking about makeup and products and things that just make us happy. And the world is a very sad place these days. So I want to come back on here and talk about fun stuff and just bring some like joy and happiness, because makeup makes me happy. How are you guys? What's going on? What is the tea? What's the 411? What's been happening? I need to know. I thought for today's video, I wanted to sit down and do a summer makeup, like my favorite summer glowy makeup products, like stay put products, things that just make me feel really good in the summertime, and products that I really gravitate towards, like specifically in the summer. I've got a lot of like really good glowy, like products, and then I also have some things that are just like really stay put. They're like heat resistant, they're sweat proof, really good like long lasting products, and just things that I really love to use specifically in the summertime. I do plan on sitting down and doing a little life update where I can talk about kind of like pregnancy, postpartum. I want to do a labor and delivery vlog for you guys, because like, let me tell you, it was not what I was expecting. Yeah, it was like a whole other ass experience than what I thought in my head. So yeah, I just want to sit down and catch up with you guys, because I haven't done video in months. It's been a really long time. I kind of took like my pregnancy off because I kind of had a little bit of a rough pregnancy. It was hard, but I'll get into that in another video. By the way, it's 11:30 at night, and this was the only chance I had today to sit down and do this. And mama had a long day, so I went ahead and poured myself an alcoholic beverage. Well, I opened. I didn't pour, I opened. Lord Jesus. I think I'm gonna start off with complexion products, because for me in the summertime, I go with two different looks. I either go, I don't wanna say super natural, because I still like to have a beat. I like to just go like a little bit more lightweight, and I really focus on the skin and not so much on the eyes. I'm not really into like a big, super heavy, dramatic eye, big lashes, like super crazy eye makeup anymore. I still like a good dramatic look every now and again, but it's just not where I'm at these days. Kind of what I do on a day-to-day basis is something like this. I'll do something in the crease, something maybe across the lid. Most of the time I even do just like a matte and just keep it easy. Maybe like a really light lash and then some mascara, and I call it a day. And then I really like to focus on the skin and making my skin look really super glowy and flawless. Let's talk about this primer. This primer is the Bomb Diggity. It's from Wet n Wild. It's called the Impossible Primer. I didn't even know what it was called. I just use it. But it's called the Impossible Primer. I'm almost done with this. It's amazing. Now, this is really good, number one, because it's super affordable. You can pick it up for $5, I want to say, somewhere around there. But also, it fills in your pores. It mattifies your skin without making you too matte. I hate a super matte skin. Even though I'm oily, during my pregnancy, my skin was like really, really dry. It was weird. I wasn't used to it. But now that my hormones are kind of like back to normal, I feel like my skin went back to like being its oily self. I love this because even when I did have really dry skin, it didn't grab or do anything weird or make product grab in like a weird way. It just makes your skin look perfect. I mean, this is like better than high-end primers. I don't buy $40, $50 primers anymore because I've just been using this, and it's amazing. Your skin just looks so good and your makeup lasts forever. Like, I can put this on in the morning and my makeup will still be good at the end of the day. This foundation, this is the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. I'm in the shade Fiji if you're close to my complexion, and this foundation is the most gorgina foundation I think I've ever used ever. I still love the L'Oreal Infallible. This, what is this one called? I totally forgot. My memory used to be so good. Pregnancy brain just turns into mom brain, just so you know. I literally can't remember the name of this, Fresh Wear foundation. So I still love this one. It's still my favorite drugstore one, but I just wanted to try something new, and I hadn't tried a high-end foundation in a while, and I was like, let me just try it out. And it's really incredible. I mean, it looks so good. I've had my makeup on now for maybe 7 hours. I actually am using all cream products today, which I'm going to talk about, which is new for me. I'm not a big cream product girl, but maybe I am now. I just did powder in this area and set where I get really oily, and then of course I did my concealer because I just have really creasy under eyes. But this foundation looks so good. It really does look like it's just reflecting light. I mean, it looks so nice. You only need like the smallest bit. I do 2 pumps, so I'll do 2 little squirts, and then I'll do this side and this side, and then whatever's left over I'll do on my forehead. So you don't need a lot because it's pretty pricey. It's like 40 or 50 bucks. It's not super matte, but it's also not dewy. I wouldn't even say it's satin. It's like a formula I don't know that I've ever really seen before. Like, I don't think I've seen a formula done like this where I'm just so impressed with it. Like, your skin just looks so skin-like, but your makeup doesn't move as well. Let's talk about a couple of cream products. I'm so obsessed with this bronzer from ColourPop. I don't recall if I've mentioned this before in past videos. It's a cream bronzer, and I don't want to say it dries down matte because I don't think it necessarily dries down matte, but when you put it on your skin, it gives you the texture of a cream product where it looks like very, not dewy, but it looks very like skin-like and very natural in like your skin, but better, but it doesn't move. So you don't have to set this with bronzer. I've tried it several ways where I've done it just by itself. I've done it on top of a couple of different bronzers, and honestly, I think it looks best just by itself. Like, I never put a bronzer over it. I don't feel like I have to. I don't feel like I have to set it in place. It literally doesn't move. I'm in the shade medium, and I also bought the brush to go with it. This is the Kabuki brush. I want to say it's also from ColourPop, and so I just tap it in, and honestly, I just put it on my face, like wherever I want it, and then I buff it in, and it just blends like just so beautifully. I mean, it's honestly like a dream product. This performs as well as like a $40, $50 high-end cream bronzer, but it's at like a $10, maybe $15 price point. I can't remember. Super affordable, and you don't need a lot. Like, a little bit goes a long way. I would definitely start lighter and then build if you want to build. I also love these blushes from Rare Beauty. I got these a while ago too in my last haul that I think I posted in November or December, and it took me a pretty long time to use them. Now that I've used them, I love them. I can't put them down. They're so buildable. They look so pretty. Today I have on the shade Hope. So it's this one here. I'll do a little swatch. I did swatches in my haul, but I'll go ahead and do another one. It's like this really pretty rosy tone pink. And then this shade Bliss. This is more of like a true baby pink. I do like the baby pink. It's just a little light for me. I have to wear it with like a certain look, or when I'm extra pale. I have like a tiny bit of a tan, so it's a little too light for me now. But those are the two in comparison. And I especially love this one. It's the one I always reach for, especially if I'm going for like a pretty flushed look. Like, I want to look very feminine and just like, I'm a girl. Then I always go for that one. I do 3 little dabs here, and then I either blend it out with this brush, which is the Sephora 96 brush, or I do my finger if I'm in a rush, or sometimes I might just tap it out with my sponge. It just depends. But it's super blendable, super easy, and a little bit goes a long way. I always opt for minis when I'm trying something new because I try products so often. I hate to waste the money on them. Honestly, it takes me forever to get through something. So I just kind of opt for the mini, and it's perfect. It's so pigmented. I don't even, like, it's gonna take me forever just to get through those. I am obsessed with this. OM freaking G. Everybody was talking about this on Instagram, and I was like, a liquid highlight, like, I just don't do those. I don't do them. Mama does them now, okay? I have it on today. Looks like the most beautiful natural glow from within. It just looks very wet looking, and that's what I love in a highlighter, especially in the summertime. Like, I want my face to look like a juicy peach, you know? It's so pretty. I love it so much. It's really expensive, but if you're in the market or you want to treat yourself again one day, highly recommend. It's called the Pillowtalk Beauty Wand Highlight. It's in the shade Pillowtalk. I think there's several different tones in Pillowtalk. This is just the lightest one because I'm fairly fair. Fairly fair. So yeah, it looks like this. Now, it is gonna move a little bit, but like for me, your highlight area, like my makeup doesn't really move. You know, I don't get oily right here. So I'm okay with it. And again, I've had my makeup on for like 7 hours now maybe. I haven't touched up anything, and again, I hardly have any powder on today, and I'm an oily girl. It's just like the epitome of luxury and glowiness and like just looking like a fabulous biatch. I love it so much. It's so good. I have 2 bronzers I want to talk about that I really like. This is the Catrice Sun Lover bronzer, and if you know me, you know I've been talking about this for years. This is the best bronzer. It's out, and they don't sell this in Ulta anymore. I'm gonna have to order online, but this for me is like my perfect bronzer. This is like my holy grail. I mean, I don't see myself ever needing to use another bronzer. Again, I like to try new things, so I will continue to try new bronzers, but I don't ever see myself like straying from this. I love the glow it gives me. It's the most perfect, beautiful glow from within. When I was pregnant, I had my little makeup kit because you guys, like, pregnancy, in the beginning when you're sick all the time, and then in the end when you can barely move, like, you just need quick stuff, okay? So I had my little makeup bag, and I would literally take my brush and I'd go slap it on my face so fast and be done with it in like a minute. It's so hard to mess up with this bronzer. I mean, I don't see how you can make mistakes because the formula is just flawless. It's super affordable. It's like $11, I think. If you're my complexion, a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit darker, I highly recommend you try this out. I wish they came out in more shades because everybody should be able to experience the beauty that is this bronzer. It's absolutely just the best, most flawless, like, than any bronzer I've ever used in my entire life. I've replaced my butter bronzer. You guys know how much I used to ride and die for that hoe. It's truly the most silky, beautiful formula you could ever use in your entire life, okay? That's all I have to say. I'm also loving this from Mario. This is Makeup by Mario. I swear I keep feeling my watch go off, and that's why I keep looking down. Makeup by Mario. This is a SoftSculpt Transforming Skin Perfector. I got the shade medium dark because I am anticipating on getting a little darker this summer. I don't know how to explain it because it's not necessarily a cream, but it's like a very silky texture, and then I mix the two together, so it's like a mix of both, and it just looks so like pretty on the face. I'll put a little bit over my bronzer. It's pigmented. You don't want to overdo it. I made the mistake of like, oh, see? I made the mistake of going just like a little too heavy one day. Like, I got too much on my brush and it was just like overkill. It can be very pigmented, so you want to just kind of, you know, take it a little bit easy. Make sure you get the excess off your brush as much as possible. But like, do you see that? I mean, goddamn. It's so pretty and glowy, and just, again, one of those products that I love for summer where it's like your skin but better. It's just like, I appreciate those products so much, especially in the summer, especially being like a 30-something woman. Like, I'm not trying to kick on the makeup anymore. I just want to look like myself a little better. Okay, I'm also obsessed with this Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the mini iced highlighter, and this is the highlighter of my dreams. This was, again, in my little makeup bag when I was towards the end of my pregnancy, and I just needed like quick, fast makeup that I could do in like 5 minutes. I'll put some over my Pillowtalk. Oh, it's so... Oh, I mean, come on. You've got to see that. It is so pretty. It's like just one of those super glowy, but it looks good. It doesn't look chalky or like fake or anything like that. It just looks beautiful and like highlighter. Like, I just look like a glowing queen, and that's all I can ever ask for. I'm also super into this. Now, I bought this a long time ago. Like, I've had it for years. I kind of fell off and now I'm back on it again. This is the Nars Loose Illuminating Powder in Orgasm. And I typically will do this as like a blush topper. And it's just like when I want to take it the extra step that day. Like, when mama wants to look her best, I go in with this because it is just like, it's not for the timid. Okay, let me tell you. Now, I always like to go in with a brush like this. This is a duo fiber brush, and I've been doing this since I bought this product. Again, I told you, sometimes I fall off products and then I get back on them. But this is kind of what I'll do, is like a blush topper if I just want to take it. I just love me a shimmery face. I know some people don't like it. It's not for everybody. I know some people are like into matte bronzers and matte blushes. Not me. I like to glow, honey, okay? So I love this. It just, again, it's like a special occasion product where I'm like, I just feel like looking extra fabulous today. So I'll go in with this, but especially like this time of year, summertime, where I want to look extra glowy, I'm really focused on like a glowy, how many times can I say glowy? in one video. Like, I'm really focused on that type of look in the summertime where I just want to look like amazing. Then I always go in with that. This palette is the Too Faced Born This Way Natural Nudes. I haven't put this palette down since I bought it. I could not tell you the last time I used another palette. It's everything I could have ever wanted in like a spring palette, a summertime palette. It just is so pretty. It has those rosy tones that I just love. I mean, the older I get, the more less I do with my face, I guess. I don't really do like those super warm, burnt tones like everybody used to, you know, 2016, 17, 18. It's like I kind of shied away from that. And now, like, I feel like this just flatters like my complexion a little bit more. I use the living, ever loving shit out of it. This is my favorite one. This is, I actually have this in my crease today. It's my favorite shade. I also love this one. I love this one, and then I always use this as a liner to hide my lash line, or I use it to smoke out my lower lash line. And if you want a shimmery look for your lid, the shimmers, I mean, they're so good. They're so good. And if I ever am gonna do something super shimmery or glittery these days, it's gonna be, you know, this time of year. Winter too, and fall. You know what, I'll do it year round, but especially in the summer, again, I'm going for like that glowy, like fabulous look. I tend to gravitate to do like really shimmery looks, especially in the summer. What I have on my eyes right now is this from ColourPop. This is the ColourPop Color Stick, and I don't have any primer on my eyelids. It's just concealer from when I did my base. Oh God, this is so beautiful. This is in the shade Warm Up. It's a metallic, like, I don't know if it's an eyeshadow stick or what it's just called a color stick. But this is the swatch right there. It's so beautiful, so shimmery. Again, it like doesn't move. I've had this on for hours. It hasn't budged. And as somebody who has really creasy, oily lids, I am like shocked that it's barely moved. I mean, it just looks so pretty, and it's easy, you guys. Like, these days, I need easy makeup. I can't sit and do my makeup for 2 hours anymore. It's like, that's just not the life I'm living these days, you know, with a little baby. I just can't be doing that no more. So I love this. It's so pretty. Like, it's a pretty warm, peachy, like just super metallic shimmery shade. I love it. It looks so good. And I just swiped it on, and I honestly just tapped it out with my pinky. And here we are. I love this for my setting spray. I told you, mom brain. You go from pregnancy brain to mom brain. It's like your memory never recovers. This is, oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love it. Your skin just like, it melts everything together. I love the like aerosol. It's like the Morphe that everybody's obsessed with, but I don't like the Morphe spray. I've tried it several times. I just don't like the way it feels on my face. This feels like just like a mist of water, and your makeup doesn't move. Like, it's stuck all day, okay? That is my favorite setting spray. I'm not really like a setting spray person. I've always said I just find them very gimmicky. I've always used a facial spray. Like, I love this, and I don't use it to set my face. I use it to make things look less powdery and a little more put together. But that, I actually feel like it makes a difference. I have this gloss right here. This is the Fenty Cream and Fenty Glow. I know everybody always talks about the other Fenty, the Gloss Bomb. I don't know that I've ever heard anybody talk about these, but I love, 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 like just love this so much. It's a creamy gloss, like fusion mixture, and you put it on your lips and it just stays. It just stays. I went out to dinner earlier and it was still on my lips at the end of a meal and drinking, and it just is so glossy, and I love like just a big fat glossy lip. My favorite lashes right now are these. I don't have them in the package, but these are the Ardell. I almost choked on my spit, you guys. This is real life. Ardell Naked Lashes. This is in the style 421. Is this pink packaging, and I'll show you what they look like. I've worn these so many times. I mean, I know they say like cheap lashes, you can't wear them that many times. You guys, I wear them like 20 times until they're like, you can't wear them anymore, they're falling apart. But let me go ahead and show you what they look like, because I'm not into like a super crazy lash these days. I have my moments where I want to be super dramatic, but more times than none, I'm into something just a little bit lighter. They're just like your lash, but a little bit better. They look super natural. Every time I wear these, people ask me if I'm wearing lashes. Like, it's almost believable that they're mine but I don't have any natural lashes. Like my natural lashes suck. So these are perfect for me because I don't want like a super heavy lash, especially in the summer. Like I live in Houston. It's like 105 every single day in the summer, and the humidity is like, I don't even bother doing my hair because as soon as I walk outside, like I did my hair today and then look at it. It's just like a frizz ball when I go outside. It's just cute, you know, it's just a cute little lash moment. It's nothing too crazy. One more thing I want to talk about, a fragrance. This is the Kayali Musk number, I think that says 12 or 112. I'll make sure to link it below. But again, I got the mini. This was so expensive. I think this little guy was like 30 bucks. It smells so good. The full size was like really, really expensive. It was like $120 or $130. So I was like, let me try the little one before I commit to the big one. Y'all, this shit is bananas. It does have that musk undertone, so if you don't like musk, you're probably not gonna like this. I will say it's not very heavy. So I'm not a big fan of musk, like a super heavy musk scent. I do like a little bit, but to me it smells more like a musky spiced vanilla with like a hint of floral. I don't know what the notes are, okay? I just know that that smells really good, and to me it smells like summer. I love perfume. I'm like a big perfume junkie, but I have my scents where it's like I have my daytime perfume, I have an evening perfume, but then I have perfumes that I like to wear in the fall where it's like darker, gloomier. I'm wearing all black. I go a little heavier on the makeup. I like to go with like a little bit of a sexier scent, and then in the summer I like to go a little bit lighter, a little more fun, a little fruity, and this is what this reminds me of. Like, to me it just smells like summer. I'll make sure to list it below so you guys can look at the notes. It smells really good. The scent lingers for a really long time, and if you haven't noticed, I've gone through like quite a bit. I think I'm gonna have to like cave and buy the full size. It's like one of those where I'm like, damn it, I hate this to spend the money on it, but I really like it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. I'm hoping to be a little more consistent on here. I know I said that in my last video, but look, my pregnancy just took a turn, okay? And I just couldn't do it. So I want to try to get a little bit more of a consistent schedule, at least uploading once a week. I'm going to shoot for 2 times a week. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!